Xenobiologist Dr. Amy Park had been stationed on the joint research vessel Horizon for 3 months, studying the Valari, a highly advanced species known for their cold logic and emotional detachment. So when researcher Zal Nira asked her first personal question, Amy was surprised. Dr. Park, I have a query about human behavior that my research cannot adequately explain. Zal Nira stood nearly 7 feet tall, her silver exoskeleton gleaming under the ship's lights. Compound eyes that saw in spectrums Amy couldn't imagine. 4 graceful arms that moved with precise efficiency. No expressions, no body language Amy could read. Pure logic embodied. Sure, Zal, what's the question? Amy said, not looking up from her microscope. Why do humans keep pets? I have observed videos and read studies. You domesticate animals, feed them, care for them, spend resources on them. They provide no logical benefit, no labor, no protection, no practical purpose. Yet humans form intense emotional bonds with these creatures. Why? Amy looked up, surprised by the genuine confusion in Zal's synthesized voice. We keep pets to love something, to have companionship, to care for another living being. But why? The resources spent could be used more efficiently. The emotional investment creates vulnerability. The inevitable death of the animal causes grief. Every practical analysis suggests pet ownership is detrimental to human well-being. Yet you persist. I do not understand. Amy smiled. That's because you're thinking like a Venlari. All logic, no heart. Humans don't keep pets because it's practical. We do it because it makes us happy. Because loving something, even something small and temporary, gives our lives meaning. Zal's compound eyes focused on Amy with unsettling intensity. Meaning, yes, Venlari do not have this concept. We have purpose, function, efficiency. But meaning, this is different, very different. Purpose is external. Meaning is internal. It's what makes you feel alive, not just functional. Show me, Zal said suddenly. I wish to understand. Do you have a pet, Dr. Park? Not here on the ship. But back on Earth, I have a dog. His name is Biscuit. He's a golden retriever, 8 years old, and he's the best thing in my life. Show me images. Amy pulled up her personal files, scrolling through photos of Biscuit, playing in the park, sleeping on her bed, looking at the camera with absolute adoration. He is inefficient, Zal observed. Large, requires significant food and care, produces waste, serves no practical function. He makes me smile every single day. When I'm sad, he sits with me. When I'm happy, he celebrates with me. He loves me unconditionally, no matter what kind of day I've had. That's not inefficient, Zal. That's priceless. Zal was silent for a long moment, her forearms moving in patterns Amy had learned meant deep processing. I wish to experience this, to understand what humans feel when they interact with pets. You want a pet? Amy asked, surprised. No, I wish to observe. May I accompany you during your daily routines? To see how you interact with others, how you find this meaning you speak of. I wish to learn by observation. Amy hesitated. Venlari didn't do casual interaction. They were researchers, scientists, always studying. Having Zal shadow her felt weird, but the genuine curiosity in her tone was undeniable. Okay, you can follow me around. But Zal, this might be boring. I'm not that interesting. You are the most interesting being on this vessel, Zal said, and Amy wasn't sure how to respond to that. The next week was strange. Zal followed Amy everywhere. To meals, to her quarters, to the observation deck where Amy liked to stargaze. She asked endless questions. Why do you smile at crew members you pass? Why do you help others with tasks that aren't your responsibility? Why do you spend time in the garden growing plants you cannot eat? And Amy answered each one, trying to explain the inexplicable. Humans do things because they feel good, because they create connection, because life is more than just efficiency. Then one morning, Amy woke to find Zal standing in her doorway. Dr. Park, I have a problem. What's wrong? I have been observing you for 7 days, and I have discovered something my species considers a malfunction. I do not wish to stop observing you. Amy sat up, confused. What do you mean? When I am with you, my processing feels different, more complete. When you smile, my sensors register satisfaction. When you are absent, I experience what my diagnostics identify as anticipation for your return. Dr. Park, I believe I am experiencing what humans call attachment. Attachment. To me. Yes, you asked why humans keep pets. You said to love something, to have companionship. I believe I understand now. Because when I am with you, I feel purpose beyond function. I feel meaning. Zal's forearms moved in what Amy had learned was uncertainty. I am following you everywhere like a human keeps a pet. Except the dynamic is reversed. You are not keeping me. I am keeping you. Or rather, I wish to keep being near you. Is this what love is? Amy's heart did something complicated. Zal, are you saying you have feelings for me? I do not know what feelings are not truly, but I know that observing you has become the most important part of my day, that your well-being matters to me beyond logical concern, that the thought of you leaving this vessel causes distress in my processing systems. If that is feelings, then yes, I have them. For you. Amy stood, walking over to where Zal stood in her doorway, the massive alien researcher who had spent a week following her around like a curious child. Humans don't just keep pets for love, Zal. We also form bonds with people. Deep connections that go beyond logic. What you're feeling, that's not pet ownership. That's friendship. Maybe more. More. Yeah, like caring about someone, wanting to be near them, feeling better when they're around. That's how relationships start. I wish to pursue this relationship, Zal said with characteristic Venlari directness. I wish to continue following you everywhere, learning from you, being near you. Is this acceptable human behavior? Amy laughed. Usually we call that dating, but sure. Yes, Zal, you can keep following me everywhere, and I'll teach you more about meaning and feelings and all the illogical things that make life worth living. This pleases me, Zal said, and though her alien features couldn't smile, Amy heard it in her voice. Dr. Park, you are my pet human. Except that is incorrect terminology. You are my, what is the word? My person? Yeah, Amy said warmly. I'm your person, and you're mine. Even if you are 7 feet of logic and exoskeleton. I am your 7 feet of logic and exoskeleton who has learned to feel meaning. Because of you, thank you for showing me why humans keep pets, and why beings keep each other. From that day forward, Zal Nira was never far from Dr. Amy Park's side, the logical Venlari who learned that some things can't be explained by efficiency or function. Some things just are, like love, like companionship, like a massive alien researcher who followed a human xenobiologist everywhere because being near her gave existence meaning. The crew found it amusing. The Venlari delegation found it concerning, but Amy found it perfect, because sometimes the best relationships start with a simple question. And sometimes teaching someone about love means learning that you're capable of loving things you never expected. Even 7-foot, tall logic-based aliens who see you as the most fascinating thing in the universe. And really, Amy thought, wasn't that just another form of keeping pets? Except this time, they were keeping each other. And that made all the difference.